Yes, I have. All right. Good evening. My name is Lugs, and today I will be serving as your bailiff in the Say It With Your Justice. At this time, I will publish the courtroom rules to the audience. Please turn off all cell phones. No food is allowed in the courtroom. Water is the only thing acceptable. Please, no cussing. Be respectful in the courtroom. If spectators need to step away, please do so quietly to avoid disrupting the participants. Please rise. The Court of Say with Justice is now in session. The Honorable Judge Role Model Fresh is presiding.
Thank you, Lugs. Thank you. Everyone, please be seated. Everyone except the jurors, please be seated. At this time, I'm calling all jurors to the box.
Okay, will all jurors please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict and a fair sentence as to this defendant?
I do.
Yes.
Juror 3,
I say yes.
okay. Please take the box. Please take the stand again after I release you out of the box.
All jurors please raise your right hand. Solemnly swear and affirm that you will truly listen to this case and render a true verdict and a fair sentence as to this defendant?
I do. Yes.
Thank you. Jurors, please take the box again. Okay. Members of the jury, I hear a lot of feedback. Please, there is no cell phones allowed in the courtroom. Okay, members of the jury, your duty today will be to determine whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty based only on facts and evidence provided in this case. The prosecution must prove that a crime was committed and that the defendant is the person who committed the crime. However, if you are not satisfied of the defendant's guilt or the extent, then reasonable doubt exists and the defendant must be found not guilty. Do we have an understanding?
Yes.
Will the plaintiff and the attorneys please take the stand?
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Role Model Fresh Say It With Your Chest Justice Court. Today is August 4th, 2023, and we have a court case that will be presented to you today with Judge Role Model Fresh presiding over. Today we have Plaintiff Medusa versus Defendant Donna Cook. Judge Fresh, this is docket 5632, and today we have the plaintiff suing the defendant allegedly cheating in a battle on July 28, 2023. The battle was Moody versus Eddie. The plaintiff is suing the defendant because he feels that she should have not shot against Eddie during the battle. The plaintiff is suing the defendant for the following. The defendant has to change her name for 1 week to Eddie's bartender and also assist him in 10 battles against Role Model Fresh with fives only. The defendant is countersuing for defamation of character and false accusing. The plaintiff is also wanting the following. The defendant is also wanting the following. He has to wear boxers that has doo-doo stains on it with a beater cut up in the middle and tie and twirl around for 1 minute saying, "I'm gone with the wind, fabulous," in a public apology. Your Honor, both parties have their lawyers here and they're ready to present their case.
Thank you.
Before we start, I would like to just have a quick intermission out of respect for Judge Jungle and put a little stink on it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Pepsi. Will the plaintiff and the defendant please take the box? Please take the stand. Travel Bae, where's your plaintiff?
He was getting a retwist. He should be here.
Wasn't that what he was doing during jury selection?
They left a few of the ones that back off, so he had to get those retwisted. He's here. He's here.
So he can't find a proper hairstylist, but we have to assume that he found a proper lawyer. You look amazing, client.
Thank you. Can you mute me?
This is crazy.
In all white like an angel.
It's giving guilty, but it's fine.
And he's dressed in all black like the Omen.
It's because you got your church outfit on, don't mean you're not going to jail. So
Thank you. Order in the court. Order in the court. Okay. One moment, please.
I just want to confirm before we move forward that Medusa's locks are actually attached to his head. We thought it was a wig. So just to confirm.
Your Honor, what we're not going to do today is allow the attorney to badger my client. It's not allowed.
There's no badgering the client.
I was asking a question. I apologize.
Okay. Plaintiff, please let me hear your opening statement. We are going to start court with opening statement. Travel.
Oh, it starts with me. Yes, Your Honor, we are here today under very, very sad circumstances, I'd like to say. We really wish we weren't here. A family divided is not something that sits well with my spirit. I'm all for family. And so it is tough for us to be here, but things have to be done. And because of what happened to my client, we're here today to not only make sure justice is served, but make sure that the people understand the injustices that have been brought upon him. He's devastated. He's been distraught. He hasn't slept. His twists are unlocking daily. It is the amount of stress that he is under it's insane. And we're here because it's not okay what happened. Donna, as beautiful as she is, dressed like an angel, the other day behaved in such a way, I would like to say, similar to Satan. The snipe was not okay. We were not happy with what happened. sniping a family member is not allowed. I thought the models were supposed to be like the staple of the app, and being that the God snipe happened wasn't godly at all, actually was quite, again, reminding me of something of Satan's work. And so we're here today to not only get justice for my client, but also just, to stand with Eddie, because as an upstanding model that Eddie is, I feel like he deserves better. And I just don't like what happened to my client. So that's why we're here. Again, we love you. We love Donna. But what happened was wrong.
Time.
Your Honor, why is she asleep?
There is no sleeping in the courtroom. There is absolutely no sleeping in the courtroom.
Unnecessary.
I'm so sorry, Your Honor. That was not intentional.
Your Honor, I think she's also streaming on Tagged.
Order in the court.
I'm not, but y'all can fade me over there. So good afternoon. If you're on the West Coast, good morning. Your Honor, how are you? I am here to defend my honorable client, Ms. DonnaCooks. How are you, Queen? Please wait to the audience. I am here because we are being accused and sued for helping out the underdogs, for lending a helping hand, for making sure the bad people do not win and do not thrive and prosper. I'm also here to help with this, discrepancy that Donna, although married to Role Model Fresh, they are not one. They have their own lives, their own thoughts, their own opinions, and their own bank accounts. And one should not be held accountable for what the other does. So with that being said, I also find it ironic that someone whose name is Medusa and has snakes behind them is trying to depict someone else as evil or as the devil, after they've been lying countless times about getting a retwist, but their scalps.
I think that's the time.
Are you the judge? Are you the judge?
Travel Bae, please control your client.
He's under a lot of pressure. Medusa, I know you're stressed. It's a lot. It's okay.
There is no talking during opening statement.
But Donna's fan was talking the entire time I was on.
I would also like to state the fact of separation that's being caused, because respectfully, the idea of a model suing another model is so egregiously mind-blowing to me that we have to make sure that everything is set in stone.
That's time.
Word of the day, egregious. Got it.
Travel Bae, what's your claim?
Your Honor, we would like to, our claim is that not only was the snipe unnecessary, it was premeditated. It was actually against the rules, because I remember when I first got on the app in 2020 that I was told that models don't snipe one another. So it's a lot. There's a lot of things that happened that shouldn't have happened, and that's why we're here, Your Honor.
And FC, how do your client plead?
Not guilty. I'm glad that the plaintiff's lawyer said that a model doesn't snipe another model, which is exactly what Medusa did. So thank you for
being that both of them were models.
That is all. Thank you for clarifying that for me.
Being that both of them were models.
Thank you. That is all.
Order. Okay. Do you have your first witness, Travel Bae?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to bring our first witness to the stand. We have Muscle Milk.
Muscle Milk?
Yes, Muscle Milk.
That witness wasn't in discovery.
Rican. I'm sorry, Rican is the name.
Rican, okay.
Also known as Muscle Milk. Yes.
Also known as to who?
She was a trainer yesterday. I'm confused.
We parted ways. I haven't lost a pound, but
Okay, remember when you are released out of the box to take the box again.
Thank you so much for being here, Muscle.
Travel Bay, you will have 3 minutes, 3 minutes to question the witness as well. You will, FC, you will have 3 minutes to cross-examine the witness.
I cannot wait.
Wow.
Travel Bay?
She's aggressive. Yes, hi. Muscle Milk, thank you so much for being here today. My first question is, could you just please just state your name and how long you've been on the platform for?
Wait, before we proceed, I'm sorry. I have a question. I have a question.
Wow.
Is this the same Muscle Milk that was trying to be a juror?
No, order in the court. FC, there is no calling out.
This witness was a juror.
I said there is no calling out. When your time comes, you may question.
Thank you. I mean, you've been to law school. You should know the rules. This is obscene.
Yeah, that jurors can't be witnesses.
Court clerk, box, please.
It's crazy. Whenever it's my turn, just let me know, Your Honor.
Could you please swear in the witness?
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that, oh, excuse me, sorry. 1 second. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is a true testimony?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Travel Bay?
Yes. Are you able to mute her so that I'm not, like, my time is not?
No, ma'am, continue.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Muscle Milk. Just could you please state your name for the court and how long you've been on the platform?
Okay, my name is Rican, aka Muscle Milk. Been on the app for almost 7 months. Became Muscle Milk 3 weeks ago.
Okay, thank you so much. And in your time on the app, could you tell me just a little bit? Are you familiar with Eddie, and are you familiar with Moody? Moody is his name.
Yes.
Okay.
They're both.
And were you aware that there was a battle going on that took place after Say It With Your Chest?
Yes.
Okay. And I know that you're a sniper. I see you sniping all across the app. You're a big shooter. And so just, if you don't mind, could you kind of tell me what your thoughts were prior to the actual battle taking place?
My thoughts was that Moody was going to lose, but he actually won.
So you were as shocked as the rest of the world when that snipe happened, when Donna chose to snipe the model Eddie for the model Moody. You were as shocked as everyone else?
It was breathtaking.
Took you. I felt the same way. So, and you have a family. You are part of a family on the app. So just speaking just strictly from that, being a family member, how do you feel about other family members interfering in battles and, playing God, if you will, playing God and deciding what happens? How do you feel about that?
Sometimes it's disturbing, but I like to play God myself, so.
Okay. We want to scratch that last statement from the record if we could.
We're not sustained. We're not striking that.
Okay. So you were shocked about it. So can you just tell me, what were your thoughts? And I'm sure you saw the aftermath, how devastated Eddie was and how devastated Medusa was after seeing someone that they held to such high regard come in and play God and try to, dictate how the battle was going to end. How did you feel about that?
I thought it was very amusing.
Amusing but wrong, right?
Time. Epsy, you may cross-examine the witness.
How are you? Can I call you Miss Milk?
Yes, as long as I can squirt. I'm sorry, scratch that.
This is your witness.
She's a fine witness.
So, Muscle Milk, you can just answer these questions whether yes or no. Is it true that you were here on Wednesday for jury selection?
Yes.
Is it true that you were not picked to be a juror because I asked you the question that you would possibly side with Travel Bae if she let you eat her coochie?
Your Honor, objection. Your Honor, objection. Jury selection has absolutely nothing to do with the witness.
The objection is overruled. Sustained. Answer the question, witness.
Yes or no? You said that you would.
Yes.
You said you would side with
Your
Medusa
Honor,
and Travel Bae if Travel Bae said that you can eat her coochie.
Your Honor, objection. Your Honor, objection. She's backing the witness.
Can you mute?
Overruled. Overruled. I will not mute her. It is overruled. You were a part of the jurors, correct? Muscle Milk.
Juror selection. She wasn't selected.
I didn't.
She wasn't selected, but she did in fact state that she would side with you guys.
As a juror.
I never stated that I would side. I said
indicates to me. I need everyone's order, which indicates to me that she was not selected to be a witness in the beginning because she would not have been a juror. Witness, you are dismissed.
Your Honor, Your Honor, objection. That is not correct. She was not selected as a juror. You can't remove her as a witness.
She was selected as a juror.
Objection. She never said she would side with me. She simply stated that she would like to taste the. That's all she said. She never said she'd side with me.
That she would side with Medusa if you agreed to let her eat your coochie. She said she would.
She admitted to that, and I was also there.
Was your bow tie there as well?
Please scratch juror.
This is ridiculous.
Her statement from the record, okay? We put in motion to scratch that from the record. All of her statements.
Honor, Your Honor. If that witness is being scratched, I have another witness, Your Honor. Hard Candy is here.
Hard Candy. Is that okay? That witness was not in discovery.
Your Honor, you just removed one of my witnesses. I get another witness.
You are only.
Your Honor, this is not okay. It's just juggled here.
You cannot tell me what is okay in my courtroom. Now you had two witnesses that needed to go on file. Hard Candy is not listed as one of them.
Your Honor, we weren't sure if she was going to be able to come because of work, but she's here, Your Honor.
That is not my fault. You guys had a week to prepare your case.
Actually, Your Honor, I had a day, but that's neither here nor there. I work, but that's neither here nor there.
That is because your client could not afford you.
So they get to have two witnesses.
You have the witness that you have on file to be here. Is your witness that is listed on this docket here?
They're here.
Please call them to the stand.
I would like to call cheating. I would like to call that girl Honey to the stand, Your Honor.
Okay, what is really going on here?
What's wrong?
Do you not speak with your client?
Yes.
Clerk, please come in the box, please.
Mesh is our expert witness.
Okay. Clerk, what is going on here?
So Travel Bae did not tell me that. She's told me that she was changing her witnesses to Mej and Rican. She did not. She removed that girl Honey.
And I asked you, do I get two witnesses and an expert? You said yes.
Yes, but you did not tell me who your expert witness was, so I did not have that information. Do you have the proof that you showed me that?
Okay. Please be advised that an expert witness have to produce a degree.
He's very degreed.
So
Okay.
we will only be able to
Now,
use
who will be approaching the stand now?
I don't know. Mesh.
Is it that girl, honey, or Mesh?
It's Mesh. It's fine.
Thank you.
This is ridiculous.
Stay in the box, Texas, so you can swear in the witness. Mesh, please take the stand.
I just think it's crazy that we're being sued, yet they're not prepared.
I think the fake glasses that you wore earlier were obscene, but here we are.
And he's wearing my wig. This is crazy.
Somebody has to wear it better.
Madge, would you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is a true, in fact, testimony?
Sure do.
And will you state your name for the court?
Mesh, the expert witness.
You look beautiful.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm not being funny. I apologize. I thought this was Phantom. So this is Mesh. This is Mesh.
You're under objection.
Order. You're badgering the witness.
I apologize. I wanted to confirm. The name was, it says Black Lives Matter. We'd love to see it. I wanted to make sure that this was top badge Mesh.
Travel, you may proceed.
Hi, Mesh. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. You look beautiful. You look beautiful. I like to say you look beautiful. You look like the one of the parts of FC's gift, but the prettier side. I love to see it. Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Absolutely. Okay, Mesh, if you would please, can you just let the court know how long you've been on the platform, if you belong to any families on the platform or anything?
I've been on the platform for a little over 2 years, and I'm affiliated with several families, a very prominent family of Role Model Fresh. So I would consider myself one of her, family members.
So you are in fact a model as well. This is a family affair. We love to see it. Mesh, and I know that you are definitely a sniper. That's why we called you as an expert, because you are an expert sniper. And I just want you to kind of walk us through the thought process that happens in the mind of a God sniper. Your Honor.
Moment. Is this an expert witness? Because he was listed as a witness, not
expert
an expert
witness. Your Honor, what's happening here? You and your best friend are in cahoots, and I'm feeling very attacked, if I must be honest.
Okay. Order. Attack is crazy.
I can't even get my questions out, Your Honor.
You provided 2 witnesses.
And he's a witness.
Will have to produce proof.
Can I finish the questioning?
He is not an expert witness. He is a witness.
This is insane. Okay, Mesh, I'm sorry. And even though we both know that you are an expert sniper, you've been one for role, we're going to say that you're not for this court case. That's perfectly fine. We're just going to let you be a witness today, if that's okay. Mesh, could you please just kind of walk us through the process of kind of what goes on in your mind when you're deciding to snipe for someone?
Well, the basics is that you watch what both sides are shooting, and you want to make sure that you are staying ahead, or so you can, everyone else is kind of running up the numbers, so then you can come in the end and just, cinch it. So, I mean, I've done that several times.
Language.
What language, Your Honor?
What language does it snap it in the end?
You said send SHIT.
No, I didn't.
He didn't say that, Your Honor. At this point, this is ridiculous. He didn't say that, Your Honor.
I do apologize.
I said
didn't say that.
It's the vocabulary for me. Cinch.
She's not accustomed to expert testimony.
Understandable. Okay, Mesh. Also, were you present for the battle?
Absolutely.
Okay, and could you tell us kind of like what were your thoughts prior to the battle, during the battle, and after, please?
Well, at first I thought this was, a monumental occasion for a young, handsome Black man to finally succeed in life against the institution. And so what I witnessed was just a travesty. I watched a whole movement just being torn apart. By the end result, we were all rooting, and we said this was the moment that, you know, Black Lives Matter. And I saw him I saw that poor man's dream just get crumpled.
Right.
At just the last couple of seconds. It was devastating.
I agree. Did you feel any Karen vibes during the battle? Your Honor, you're wasting most of my time not knowing what the word cinch meant, but it's fine.
And ma'am, we went on 3 minutes and 51 seconds. I gave you your time back. That is time.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Epsy, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. So you stated earlier that when you're sniping, you basically are putting up something so that you can knock down whatever's on the other side. Correct?
Well, you allow everyone else to kind of put up something so you can gauge what would be necessary for the snipe.
And in your opinion, how much time would you need as a sniper to know what to snipe to win the battle? How quick is your reaction time?
Very, if you were intentionally about to do something, if you were intentionally about to involve yourself, it would take an act of intent rather than just a random.
So you would think like maybe like 1 second or 2 seconds to kind of see the number difference and then do the math and snipe, correct?
I would say at least 30 seconds.
You would need 30 seconds to snipe. Is that a snipe if you need 30 seconds?
I would start watching at 30 cents and
okay, but I'm saying that
at the 30-second mark to see what was being put up.
You need like a couple seconds to see.
I would say like 3 seconds before. At the 3 second mark is when I would start sniping.
Okay, so let me just give you two examples really quick, if the court may. So this is a video of me whooping Panda's ass. And in this video, you see there's 2 seconds left, and then they're at 0.
What is the relevance?
And can you please mute the lawyer? I'm trying to make my point. Now at 0, you see that the snipe came in, which allowed the other side no time to snipe, correct?
But that's in a regular verse. This was an actual battle.
I'm just confirming. I agree. I just want to say, I just want to confirm.
I'm just making a clarification for you.
Yeah, it's a regular battle, but I'm saying that the other side didn't have time.
Your Honor, can my witness even?
Can you please mute the attorney, because I'm trying to get my point across.
Order.
Now, yes or no? That was a snipe where there wasn't enough time, correct?
Yes, but
we're gonna go to this battle.
Your Honor, can he get his answer out?
Order, Travel Bae. Please.
We're gonna go to the scheduled battle
during cross-examination.
We're gonna go to the scheduled battle where, as you said, you would need 3 seconds to prepare for the snipe, and there's 3 seconds left. There's 2 seconds left.
I think there was a lot of.
So there was time on the clock for the other side.
There was time, but I think it was the anticipation that this was definitely an intentional act.
But this is a scheduled battle. But this is a scheduled battle, and there were
intentional act levied against the whole movement.
But the battle is intentional on both sides. Both sides know that they need to snipe, and there was enough time left for the other side to snipe to get necessary.
Thank God.
Time.
Not that time.
Time.
There was no snipe. I apologize. I was responding to the comments. They were asking where the snipe was on Eddie's side, and I'm saying that on Eddie's side, there was little to no movement. So they could have, and they chose not to.
So she gets to continue now. I'm sorry, Your Honor. So the time is up, but she gets to keep going. I'm just making sure that I got the rules.
Do you need a moment to keep going?
I'm asking a question. When you say time, are we allowed to continue?
I also allowed you to finish your statement when your time was up, Travel Bae. Epsy, please, who is your first witness?
Your Honor, I do want to state something. This is the second time that Epsy has cussed. If you could please ask her to refrain from cussing.
Epsy, please do not curse in my courtroom.
I apologize, Your Honor. And
there is absolutely no cursing in the courtroom.
I would never intentionally disrespect your court.
I would figure 2 big lawyers like yourself would have a little respect for this courtroom. This is outrageous.
Respectfully, she lost 100 pounds. She's not big anymore. So I would say you meant big as in present. I didn't know what you meant by big. I apologize. I apologize, Your Honor, if it may please the court.
Okay, who is your first witness?
I would like to call the Honorable and Illustrious Moody to the box.
Not capital P.
And if possible, I don't know if we could possibly bring Mej back, because I have some questions about him calling Eddie handsome on purpose. But that's if
we cannot bring Mej back. His
Okay.
time was up.
Okay.
Texas, please swear Eddie in. I meant Moody in.
Moody, will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that?
Is this his left hand?
Travel, I will not take the disrespect in my courtroom. The witness is being sworn in. Can we allow it to happen?
Thank you. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is a true testimony?
Yes.
And will you please state your name for the court?
Moody Andrew.
Thank you.
Moody, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm sorry that I have to bring you here under such just disgusting circumstances. So you had a battle against Eddie. Do you need me to describe him for you, or do you remember him?
Oh, no, I remember.
Okay. Okay. So prior to this battle, did you ask Role Model to shoot for you?
No, I did not.
Did you ask Donna to shoot for you?
No, I did not.
Now, is it true that you asked two streamers and big gifters, Groovy and the #1 all time, to pull up for you in your battle?
Yes, I did.
And they would have been the bulk of your smoke had they arrived. Is this correct?
Yes.
Did they show up?
No.
So is it fair to say, also, did you go to certain streams and see polls where people ask who would win, Eddie or Moody?
Yes, I did.
And what was the majority vote on that poll?
Majority was Eddie.
So it was viewed as you possibly being the underdog in this battle, despite you being a higher gifting level and having more diamonds than Eddie.
Yes.
So is it fair to say that when you started this battle, you thought that you would look...
Sorry.
Bless you. Is it fair to say that you thought that you would lose this battle because these two people were not going to show up to the battle?
Yes. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
How has this affected your psyche?
So it actually hurt me a lot that I didn't see that many of my peoples there that actually truly support me.
I'm sorry. I hate that this had to happen the way that it happened. Do you support a lot of people on the app?
I do.
So you would be considered someone that should have won this battle, seeing as how Eddie is still a blue ring after all these years.
Yes.
Objection. What is the relevance
Well,
of Eddie's ring, Your Honor? And his bag.
Sustain.
By any means
It is
necessary,
relevant.
I do have evidence that I am a high gifter. May I please show that?
Please do.
All right. So let's go back. Let's
make it quick, King.
Let's do the Role Model Fresh. 1.5 milli on her board. Trevor Tomlinson, 391K. Bay Assassin, 409K.
Okay, that's enough.
Thank you for your time, Moody. And again, I'm so sorry that I have to bring you here under those circumstances.
Travel Bae, you may cross-examine the witness.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. I'm glad that you mentioned Role Model's board, which is interesting that you chose to mention that, being that her wife shot for you. Thank you for pointing that out. What in the diamond trade is going on? Okay, so real quick question. When was the last time that you spoke with Donna before the battle?
I spoke to Donna a week before the battle.
So you didn't mute your stream 1 hour before the battle to call Donna?
No, I streamed 1 hour so I can get my peoples in my stream.
So when you stated I'm going to mute my stream to call her, who did you actually call?
I called my peoples that were supposed
People,
to be there.
you don't have to put an S on the end of people. It's for okay. So you were just telling them that you were going to call Donna, but you didn't actually call her.
No, I did not.
Okay, and you mentioned that your people didn't show up, but was Ruby not in attendance for the battle?
She probably came in at the very end.
Right, but you said she wasn't, but she was there.
I guess.
You guessed, or she was, Moody?
Yeah.
She there or not, Moody?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. Now, also, so you didn't talk to Donna, but you muted your screen to call her, but she didn't answer?
Exactly.
So you did call her, but she didn't answer?
Well, technically, I didn't speak to her, so that means I didn't call her.
Okay, Your Honor. Okay, so Moody,
answer the question. Did you make an attempt to call Donna during your battle? Yes or no?
I made an attempt.
But she did not answer.
I'm sorry.
Did not answer.
Okay, also, Moody, real quick, just one last question I wanted to ask. Did you, because there was reason to believe that you were trying to ensure that you would embarrass Eddie to make yourself look better on the app clout-wise. Is that true, or is that just an assumption?
That's just an assumption.
Okay, so there wasn't any attempt to receive extra clout by trying to have people shoot heavy against Eddie using No, okay. So the issues that him and Donna had previously to this, did you play upon that to help to make her shoot for you?
No.
And were you gifting heavier that week to make sure that she would?
No.
Okay, all right. That's all, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Moody.
Redirect, if I may. I just want to confirm. Did Donna shoot for you?
Yes, she did.
Did Role Model shoot for you?
No, she did not.
Is Say It With Your Chest Role Model show or Donna show?
Role Model Fresh.
Well, according to the way it's posted, it's both of their show. And Your Honor, I also, if I have a chance, I also have the a video.
How is it posted?
It's posted on both of the pages. I also have and that's fine. We can scratch that. I have a video of you talking online about how you wanted Donna was going to snipe for Moody. Did you want to see that?
You have a video of
you saying that Donna was going to snipe for Moody.
What was happening? I just needed to make sure I won that battle. I said, well, this is the last time we have a battle in SOS.
You were asking for an SOS from Donna Rowe.
Show the video.
I'm not sure what that video is proving.
It's fine. You're on a time. You go
where
to the
are we
next
going
video.
with this?
No. Replay it and show it.
Oh, sure, no problem.
The video and show it. What is your angle for this video?
What was happening? I just needed to make sure I won that battle. I said, well, this is the last time we have a battle in SOS.
You're admitting that you SOS Donna for the battle role.
It sounds like she SOS Donna for her battle, not for
MC, I'm sorry. I'm
overall. Please strike that from the record. I have no idea what that is proven.
Of course,
that does not show. There was no. That's hearsay. There's no proof showing that was for Eddie's battle.
I knew she was going to shoot. I didn't know she was going to shoot that much. She said she was shooting for the underdog. And
Your Honor, you didn't know.
She said she was shooting for the underdog. Thank you for proving my point. She said she was shooting for the underdog.
Order. I don't know what scam you're pulling, Travel, but
a scam?
To play that video and hinder your own client is ridiculous to me.
I'm a scam because you are admitting that first of all, Your Honor, they had a conversation about him sniping another model, and also, Your Honor, but and I keep saying
order. Going forward, there is no talking out of turn because people make mistakes just like you did.
I did it.
Did you forget what you're in court for?
I did it. No.
What are you in court
We're in
for?
court because Donna sniped Eddie, a model, for Moody in an attempt to play God and change the ending of this battle. That's what we're in court for.
And your client stated that she never said she was going to shoot and she wasn't supposed to shoot.
Okay.
Then that will be proving that
but we have proof that she did snipe.
She was
we have
going
proof
to
that she did snipe.
For the underdog.
Are you the judge or the jury? Or the
plaintiff, do you have another witness? I'm a defendant. Do you have another witness?
I do, but I just want to confirm Travel Bae's comments. I just want to confirm Travel Bae's comments that the video stated that that the judge knew that Donna was going to shoot for the underdog.
Yeah, she said that she was shooting for the underdog.
So is it fair to say that if the score was backwards, that Donna would be shooting for Eddie?
But we have proof that she wasn't going to do that. She said she wasn't shooting for Eddie. She
Where's
said
that proof at?
I have to fight it in my messages.
Yeah, please do, because don't say you have proof of something and then it doesn't exist.
It's in here. It's a lot of messages I have to look for. I'll find it.
Oh, okay.
Order. We have to proceed with the court case. Etsy, do you have a witness, another witness?
Yes, we do have another witness. I would like to call to the stand E.U. Smith.
Is that your witness?
That's my expert witness.
So are you calling your expert witness before you call your actual witness?
We have one more witness. I would like to ask for PDA to the box.
PDA, please take the stand.
You should go with this echo. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is a true testimony?
Yes.
And will you please state your name for the court?
PDA.
Thank you.
Hello, pretty death assassin.
Hello.
Can I call you Miss PDA?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. All right. Your hand looked amazing. Now, I wanted to ask you to the box because I wanted to know, were you in the stream during the day of the battle?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you a witness to who Donna said she would be shooting for in this battle?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you please recite to me what you heard Donna say regarding the battle?
She stated she was shooting for the underdog. And
now,
she was loaded.
Who were the two people battling?
FC and Moody. I mean, Moody and Eddie. Apologies.
So to confirm, nobody named underdog was battling?
No, it was Eddie and Moody.
So is it fair to say that if the scores were reversed, that Donna would have shot for Eddie?
Yes.
And why do you think
if he
that?
was the underdog. She said she was going to shoot for the underdog, so that's the person that's losing, correct?
That is correct. Thank you.
So I guess if Eddie was losing, she would have shot for Eddie. Unfortunately, Eddie was winning. Moody had nobody, and she shot. We were all upset because we wanted Gummy to win. We wanted to laugh at Moody. Yes, we did. I was cussing and fussing. I had a whole fit, but what's right is right. The rules are the rules. Nobody said that Donna couldn't shoot. Eddie lost. It is what it is.
He did lose. I would also like to ask, did you at any point, how often are you in Role Model Stream?
Often. I was here when we said Marty couldn't shoot and Roll couldn't shoot. We didn't say anything about Donna.
Okay, so you are in here pretty often, correct?
Yes.
At any point, did you ever hear Donna say a name? Did you ever hear her say, I am shooting for Moody?
No, she wouldn't tell us who she was shooting for. She only said she was shooting for the underdog.
No further questions.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm glad that you all keep speaking about the underdog. I'm sure you guys are familiar with sports. The definition of an underdog is the competitor thought to have little chance at winning a contest or a fight. Moody, your first witness, gave a lot of detail on how he's a bigger gifter. He has a higher diamond count, how he has big shooters. He showed us people's boards that he shot 1.3 million on, 700K on, 400K on, clearly showing us that he was not the underdog. Actually, he was the person that we expected to win. The underdog is not the person that is currently losing. The underdog is the competitor that we believe to be losing before it even begins. The underdog, because of that, would have been Eddie. So if that's our case that she was shooting for said underdog, then why did she shoot against model Eddie if he was the underdog?
First of all, let's clarify that when Moody got in the box,
is there an objection?
When Moody got, because you're twisting my words. You're twisting my words.
Order. Are you objecting to that? And you
I am objecting to that because those numbers.
I thought this was
Objection. Those numbers were shown to indicate the fact that polls were showing that Eddie was projected to win, hence him being the underdog, and that his top gifters were not coming.
Your Honor, I have a question for the witness, if you don't mind.
Sustain.
Okay, so PDA, based on what I was just explaining to you about the definition of an underdog, so before the battle, who did you consider to be the underdog?
Moody. Everybody said Eddie was going to win. I was
so
in the
even based on Moody's being a higher
5.
gifter, his diamond count and everything that he just put on display, you consider him to be the underdog.
Different. We all don't like Moody, Travel. I'm going to be the one person that's actually biased. I'm not picking sides. It is what it is. We don't like Moody. We all projected Moody's loose booty behind to lose. Travel.
Order.
I didn't say a curse word yet, ma'am.
Please do not disrespect anyone in here.
All right. We wanted him to lose, Travel. We were very hurt. You can go watch the videos. I was cussing. I was upset. I had to cuss my Donna out. I love me some Donna, but it is what it is. He lost. Nobody said Donna couldn't shoot. Nobody had rules for her. It is what it is. They knew what it was. They all went in agreements for 3-4 days. We went back and forth about what the rules were. They knew. Eddie didn't change his name. Moody, Medusa started mass hysteria. Eddie attacked me because I kept it real and said what was right and what was wrong. I wanted Eddie to win, but he lost. It is what it is.
And I appreciate you mentioning the polls because I'm looking at a poll that was taking place in Rose Stream that says who will win, and Moody was actually the person that won that vote.
They did that vote 3 times. Moody won once out of the 3. Travel, go get the other ones. Knock it off.
This is the one we have.
Can someone please send me the poll that was done in my stream? I have the photos in my
I'm just
DM.
simply discussing the definition of an underdog. And if she was shooting for the underdog, based on this poll, based on everything that Moody explained to us.
Fine. Thank you.
And then you got to account for a lot of Moody shooters refused to show up because they said Eddie is disabled. He's not disabled. He's just missing teeth. Knock it off. It's crazy. This whole mess is a mass hysteria for nothing. Medusa was wrong. Y'all should just take the L. Y'all know y'all lost,
Again,
right?
so when time is called, time is not called.
Time, PDA, that is enough. That is enough. There's been a lot of outbursts in this courtroom. I don't expect to see any more outbursts. That's from you, Travel, and that's from you, Epsy. Now, Epsy, if you will, please call your expert witness to the stand.
I would like to call EU Smith.
Clerk, please come in.
Miss Smith, will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is a true one?
Yes, I do.
And can you please state your name
My name is E.U. Smith.
and your profession?
I'm a licensed professional counselor.
Thank
Do
you.
you have
Mental health
proof of
therapist.
that? Do you have proof
Yes,
of
I
that?
do. Yes, I do. Ah,
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
thank you. Ma'am, I don't know what, and I also have this.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Now, you were called here for the purpose of just giving us an idea of Moody's state of mind and his mental. Can you please kind of expand on that for everyone?
So I think that who we're referring to, Moody, he suffers from anxiety. He suffers from ADHD. I think that when he made the call to Donna, that he made the call because his anxiety got the best
Donna,
of him.
objection. Does she think or does she know? She's an expert.
I know that he suffers from anxiety, ma'am. So all the hype behind the battle created a situation that put him in panic mode. So he just, I'm sure, made more than that call, right? Right, is what he said. Okay. Yeah. So he was anxious. So to bring his anxiety down, he thought that he would just seek out people to call. He didn't know what to do. That was a coping skill for him. One of the coping skills I teach my clients is to call a friend, call a counselor, call their parent or something. So he used one of his coping skills. I know that he did do deep breathing. While he was in the battle, if you saw him, he was quiet, he was breathing in and out.
He was.
To keep from going into a full panic attack, Mrs. Bae. The looks that you're giving me, like I'm not an expert in this. I can see, I know when somebody is doing a coping skill, okay?
You're
okay. I've showed that I've qualified to answer these questions.
Your Honor, the witness seems a little hostile.
Travel. Epsi, proceed with your questioning.
So is it safe to say that in the midst of his anxiety, knowing that although he was such a large supporter, that his supporters were not pulling up, that
right.
would be the reason why he called Donna?
Right. So when his supporters didn't pull up like he assumed they would, that triggered his anxiety attack. So as he sat there becoming more and more anxious, it turned into a panic attack, right? He was hyperventilating to the point that he had to just stop and just dial numbers. He was pacing back and forth. He was moving. He was having a full-out panic attack because the people that he depended on most wasn't there.
Okay, and one of the people that he depends on most would be Role Model Fresh because of what he has on her board, but she couldn't shoot for him. So he leaned on whoever he could at the time because, like we said, his largest supporters, Groovy and the #1 all time, were not able to show up.
That is correct.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, you spoke about how he was going through anxiety, although he was playing Set It Off and snapping his fingers. Is that also one of the skills that you teach?
Coping skills. Another coping skill. Yeah, that's one of the things I can do. Coloring, listening to music, exercising. Now, we don't get to choose the type of music a person listens to for their coping skill, right? Sometimes when you're having a sad day, what do you do?
But set it off is fine. My other question is, so we're talking about anxiety. Did you happen to watch any of the footage about how devastated Eddie was after the battle? Did you have any skills that you could have offered him for how upset and distraught he was?
Miss Travel Bae, respectfully, you could have gotten me to be
Your Honor, I'm asking her a question.
On your side. You didn't ask me to be your
Honor,
witness, so I'm not here to testify.
EU Smith answered the question.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So did you notice that he was also having anxiety and seemed very distraught and very emotional? Did you notice any of that?
Well, I saw that Eddie has the same behavior that he usually has.
Your Honor, the question was, I'm sorry, she's not answering the question.
Is that anxiety? That's what he does that.
Question. So what is you have to ask more questions, Travel. I can't.
So did you notice that?
In my expert opinion, that did look like anxiety.
Okay, so both of the clients were having, both of the opponents were having anxiety, and you noticed that.
The difference with the anxiety, both of them having anxiety, Moody was having a panic attack. Eddie wasn't.
So panic attack,
there's a difference.
Induced by music, set it off on the left, set off on the right.
It wasn't induced by that. He was using it to calm himself down.
Oh, okay.
That's a
I have no other questions.
Thank you.
Okay. No other questions?
No, absolutely.
Are there any other conditions, maybe ADHD or?
Yes.
I'm sorry, she gets a second line of questioning? I'm just asking for the format.
Yes, he does have anxiety.
For me, your time is up, ma'am. You had 3 minutes.
I'll allow it. What's the question? What was the
ADHD, Miss Smith?
Yes, he does have ADHD, and that's why his monitoring himself and his self-regulation was off. That's why he made the calls, because he couldn't get regulated because of his anxiety.
All right. Thank you, EU Smith.
Thank you.
All right. Please prepare for closing arguments. Okay. Let me bring, I need the plaintiff and the defendant back into the box.
Or is the plaintiff still getting a retwist? I'm not sure.
He's finished.
You mute me, please.
Not the amazing.
Donna, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. No good deed goes unpunished.
Ma'am, where is your client?
My client is here. I think he's in the box. He said he's in the box. He's in the box, Your Honor.
Here he is, not in the box.
He is.
Took long enough.
Are you talking to the judge?
Talking to myself at this point.
Okay. At this moment, Travel Bae, you may cross-examine DonnaCooks.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Donna, you look beautiful. You look absolutely beautiful. Good thing that won't. Wow. Okay. So Donna, you spoke earlier. They were speaking earlier about you were planning to shoot for the underdog, and I would just like you to tell me what was your definition of an underdog. What was your understanding of that?
My definition of the underdog is the person who's currently losing the battle.
So the underdog wouldn't be the person that's expected to lose, but the person that is currently losing because the other person's smoke didn't show up, right? So your definition of an underdog is more so like you're going to fill in the blanks for who's missing that day.
Speak up, ma'am. I cannot hear you.
So is your definition the person that's currently losing because their smoke is not there, their support is not there?
My definition is whomever is losing the battle.
Okay. And did you have any, and this wasn't something that you decided prior to, even though Eddie is a model?
Who?
Eddie, the young man you shot against.
Is a what?
A model.
For what magazine?
Your Honor, for he's a part of your family. He's a model. I have evidence of this that dates back May 9th. I have evidence of this that happened February the 14th. He's been a model.
I don't recognize him in the family tree. I apologize.
Ma'am, is that a cigarette in your hand?
Oh, excuse me, Your Honor.
You don't recognize him as a model? Real quick, Donna, because I know you are married to the judge. Did you help print out the certificates for the models for the past year when you gave out the model certificates?
No, ma'am.
Because Eddie has one. Do you know why he has a certificate as a model if he's not a model? He has one. This is Eddie's name.
Was
He
that
didn't make
submitted?
this himself.
Was that submitted for proof?
I'm asking you a question. I'm showing you that he's definitely a model.
Can Joe Best confirm? She's the one in charge of submitting.
I'm sorry, Joe Best is not on. She's not a witness, ma'am. I just wanted to point that out. So, okay, so you're shooting for the underdog. Did you have were you upset with Eddie when you decided to snipe him?
Upset? Absolutely not.
So there wasn't the drama that you all had previously about different things, him calling you different names that weren't maybe Donna, had nothing to do with it?
He actually apologized.
So you forgave him and then decided to shoot against him?
Absolutely. I have DMs with him and I going back and forth in the conversation.
So this was so you was this, are you sure this was not a premeditated attack on Eddie? Someone that we know has anxiety, as our expert just talked about. He has anxiety. He has induced trauma, all of these. Was that okay for you?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat your question? I'm pulling up my
Your Honor,
evidence.
I don't know why I don't know what's going on. Maybe her outfit is too loud and she can't hear.
No, you're too aggressive. I'm not paying attention. So can you repeat?
Please stop badgering the witness, Travel Bae. The defendant.
Your Honor, I have no other questions.
Just to state, this is a conversation with Eddie and myself.
Your Honor, I have no other questions.
Okay.
No other questions. There will be time for that. There will be time for that in just a little bit. Please, Donna, please. We can't see that. We can't make that out. Epsy, do you have questions for your client?
I would just like, before I ask the questions, Travel Bae, can you please show that certificate again? Now, I'm looking at that one, and I have one for Moody. Do you see the difference in the font?
I'm sorry, I have one, and mine is the exact same font as this one.
It's not. Yours looks, that looks a little more italicized. It's giving forgery. So until we have it authenticated, I would like that to be removed from the record and strike from the jury.
And let me guess, you're going to remove it, Your Honor, correct?
And we're going to strike that from it.
Of course you are.
You're bringing forged documents to court. We should have you in contempt.
I have other evidence.
Order in the court.
I have other evidence of Eddie.
You brought falsified information.
I have other, ma'am. This was submitted by my client. I have other evidence of Eddie in your
who falsified the information.
I have other evidence of Eddie in your stream as far back as January with the M in his name roll.
Epsy, continue. We will strike that. We will strike that certificate, jurors. I need you to be quiet now. I can hold you guys in contempt for falsifying documents. Now you're stating your client, Medusa, gave you that, which means he falsified information in the courtroom. This is a serious offense.
Why is there an echo?
Because of y'all.
This is a serious offense. Now, because of this serious offense, I would, if she's in here, Joe Best, could you please take the stand?
Medusa, did you falsify that
Joe
document?
Best is the person in charge of creating all certificates.
I have never.
Clerk, please take the stand. Hold on,
Eddie,
Joe Best. Please, you need
I
to be
have
sworn
never
in.
made a certificate.
Ma'am, hold on. You need to be sworn in. This is outrageous. In all my years of being a judge, I've never had to deal with this. Proceed.
Will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear that the testimony that you're about to give is a true testimony?
Yes.
And please state your name and what you do.
Joe Bess, and I am an executive director.
Thank you.
Joe Best, what do you do for the models?
So I have been in charge for the past 2 years, over 2 years, of creating certificates for all the model family during the holidays.
Is there a specific font that the models use?
I'm going to say it could have changed over 1 year to the next. However, the proof is in if I IG'd Eddie the certificate. It's not the actual certificate. He would need to prove through taking a picture in an IG, which I don't even have his IG because I have never IG'd him, a certificate. I have double checked. I do not have a certificate for Eddie.
Okay. Travel Bae, please send in your proof to me. Do not crop, and needs to be sent to me exactly how you seen it. So, Joe Best, are you stating?
I even searched him. I can't even find him in my IG.
He's had 4 different
Joe Best, the
Instagrams.
question, order.
The proof is in the
Joe
IG.
Best,
It's not there.
Have you ever made a certificate for Eddie?
No. I know I have one for Moody. Moody has a legitimate certificate.
I just need yes or no answers, Joe Best. Thank you very much. So there was no, you're stating right now in the court, and you're on oath, that you have never made a certificate for Eddie. You do not recall that certificate being made for Eddie.
Correct.
Okay. Travel Bae, could you please message me the proof that you had of Eddie's certificate?
Sure.
All certificates were sent out via IG. So anybody that has a certificate in their IG will have a picture of the certificate. That's how they all get sent out.
Travel Bae, can you produce a message from Joe Best that shows her sending that message to Eddie?
I showed you
that would be the proof.
I showed you the proof.
Please strike that certificate from the record.
Of course you're going to scratch it, of course.
Yes, there is no proof, once again, that is forged. What it's showing is forgery. And I can hold your client in contempt for forging a document. This is serious.
This is my DMs. This is a DM. That's what it would look like if Eddie had one.
With the same font. With the same font.
It is a different
show it. Show it, Travel. Show it. Show Eddie's. Show Eddie's certificate.
I'm not.
Show Eddie's certificate. It's not the same font. Show Eddie's certificate.
So explain to me how Eddie would have gotten how.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
How would he have gotten this? How would he have gotten this? How?
Judge,
once again, it's
an electronic document and it can be changed.
To move on.
Your Honor, you know
and
what?
Once again, I still need that certificate sent to my messages right now, ma'am. Thank you very much, Joe Best.
I love how we got an extra witness in. I love that. That was amazing.
When you're forging, order in the court. I am not going to continue to do this with you.
I love it.
When you bring in falsified documents, we do need somebody else to verify that document.
Your Honor, in the last...
The plaintiff and the defendant, please take the box.
I would like to show you what I just made in the last 30 seconds. Let me zoom in. I just made a certificate and I wrote breadwinner in there. So that's how easy it was. That's how easy it is to falsify a document. But you see the difference between the font that I did and the font that's actually used. That document is false.
Your Honor, she could have had a blank document to begin with. I don't know.
Jurors, please strike that certificate from the record. Anything for I file a motion to strike it all from the record.
Wait, you're filing a motion as a judge?
As a judge to strike that from the record.
I made it on Instagram. In real time, I made it on Instagram.
Ma'am, where is your client?
I made it on Instagram.
Thank you. We're going to, at this moment, we're going to proceed. Epsi, now is your time to cross-examine Medusa.
Thank you. Would you mind please muting my client? There's a little bit of an echo, a matrimonial echo, if you will. Medusa, how are you?
I'm upset.
That sounds like a personal issue. Take it up with EU Smith. Now, I would like to ask you a question. Who was the battle between?
It was Eddie the model versus Moody the model.
There's no proof of Eddie being a model. We already nullified that. So it was between Eddie and Moody.
Well, you know what? What is the definition of a model? Because there are plenty of models who don't have certificates but rock the M in their name.
Stick to the questions and the questions only.
I answered the question. She used model. So what is the definition of a model?
So Eddie and Moody had the battle, correct?
Eddie the model versus Moody the model, correct.
I'll allow you to run with that delusion that Eddie is a model. I just want to make sure that it's Eddie. It was permission to treat him as a hostile witness. My questions aren't being answered, Your Honor.
Permission denied. And please stick to the questions and the questions only.
I'm answering as they come.
Answer the questions and the questions only. Epsi, proceed.
The battle was between Moody and Eddie, correct?
Correct.
So then why are you here?
Because during the battle, Donna cheated.
Now, with that argument and with that mindset, that means that anybody that shot as much as a 5 for Eddie can sue Donna?
No, ma'am.
So then why are you here?
Donna is a part of the Say It With Your Chest, along with her wife, Role Model Fresh. There has never been an altercation where the host participates in a battle. The host, DonnaCooks and Role Model Fresh, participated in the battle.
Donna is not a host. It is Role Model Show. Role Model's top edge.
That Donna is not a host?
She is not a host.
Do you have proof for that?
My proof. First of all, you don't ask me questions. First, excuse me.
Order in the court. Medusa, are you representing yourself here?
I'm answering her question.
You do not get to ask her questions. She does the questioning.
She asked me a question.
Your job is yes or no in this courtroom.
Like I said, my proof, I don't answer questions from the defendant, from the plaintiff, but I'll answer right now. My proof that Donna is not a host is when I sat in Role Model Fresh's stream yesterday from start to finish, and Donna's face was not in the camera once during Say It With Your Chest, because it is not her show. It is Role Model Fresh's show. Whether or not Donna is here, Say It With Your Chest will go on. Why? Because it is Role Model Fresh's show. Now, with that being said, this was Moody's battle and Eddie's battle, not yours. So why are you here suing Donna?
I believe you asked me that and I gave you an answer 3 times already.
You did not. I asked you if that is your logic, then anybody that shot as much as a 5 for Eddie, are you saying has the same right to sue Donna?
Like I explained to you the past
yes
3
or
minutes
no?
ago. No.
So then why are you here?
I answered your question. She cheated. She said she was going to shoot for the underdog. Eddie was the underdog. Moody has more diamonds than Eddie. Moody has more faves than Eddie. Eddie is the underdog. Why are you shooting in a battle and your wife is hosting it?
So your logic as a streamer is saying that because somebody has more diamonds, they can't be the underdog?
The key word is underdog. The key word is underdog.
So question, if Dizzy came on this app and said he had a scheduled battle against me tomorrow, would I not be the underdog even though I have more diamonds than him? He's a big supporter. He's a big supporter, and he's gifted more people, but he has less diamonds than me. Am I not the underdog?
You objection.
Can I answer?
Can he answer?
Please do. Please do.
Fix your wig. Fix your wig. Thank you.
Fixed. Now answer the question.
Dizzy would be considered the underdog because he has no diamonds, regardless of the support he gives on the app. Not one time did I mention the support Moody shows on the app. I mentioned the support Moody receives. Moody receives more support than Eddie. Okay, Moody has
so
less.
With that logic, so next question. So if Raider Rob got on this app and he did a scheduled battle against me, I would not be the underdog, even though I have more diamonds than him.
Whoever has less diamonds would be considered the underdog. It's the same way in sports. The team with the less wins is considered the underdog. Do you need an example? Because I can pull up ESPN right now.
First of all, we're not using ESPN in the app. What we're talking about.
Thank you. Thank you.
Travel Bae?
Yes.
14 years, baby.
Thank you, Medusa. I appreciate you for continuing to state that the battle was against model Eddie and model Moody. Could you please tell me how you became a model?
I just put the M in my name.
And have you been in role model stream before when people ask, how can I also become a model?
I was sure. And you know what? There was somebody in the comments one day came into the Roll stream and said, Roll, click on my name. She clicked on her name and they had the M in their name. You never asked them to be a model. Never asked them to put the M in their name because role model doesn't ask you to put the M in your name. If you want to be a model.
Right.
You put the M in your name. Point blank period, because she doesn't ask you. Okay.
Thank you for that. Yes. Okay. And so I agree with you 100% about the underdog. And for those who are not familiar with sports and how the underdog works, can you tell us again about why how big of a supporter you are? Doesn't matter. It matters who came into the battle expecting to lose based on their record, based on where they stand at the time. Could you please elaborate into that for us?
Okay, perfect. Because I've been in college for 14 years, so I'm very skilled in this evidence. Okay, the underdog is considered the person who has the less amount, the person who has the less chances of winning. In this matter, Moody was considered a high achiever than Eddie. Moody has more shooters than Eddie who didn't participate. We didn't know they were going to participate. Therefore, we have no proof who was showing up and who wasn't showing up, okay? Eddie was considered the underdog because Eddie goes around talking smack about people. He doesn't have as much diamonds as Moody. He doesn't have as much support as Moody. These are all key factors considered to being the underdog.
I agree. And they keep mentioning how he has the number one on the app. So I would definitely agree that would make him not the underdog.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Also, Medusa, now you talked about how Donna cheated, whereas I and so many other people agree with you. Can you tell us why you felt so devastated with Donna doing this?
The reason I considered Donna to cheated is because the name "Say It With Your Chest" was developed by both the host and DonnaCooks, Role Model Fresh. They came up with the name together. So therefore, it is both of their shows. Both of them participated in coming up with the name. So therefore, if it's both of you guys show, both of you guys should not participate in the battle.
And real quick before our time, are you upset because you feel like why would we have these battles scheduled if Role Model and her wife are going to dictate who wins these battles? Is that why you're upset?
And let me give you another perfect example. Camilla versus Faith last night. Role Model shot for Faith, and she participated. Shot for Faith against Camilla, who is a model.
Where's the lawyer?
A whole 10K.
Camilla
How you participate in your own battles? How you host the events and participate in them?
Time, sir. You are out of line.
Go ahead.
That question was not asked to you. Number one, strike that from the record.
Oh, you striking
it was
everything.
asked.
You want your
It
wife
was
to
asked.
win.
You did
You
not
want your
ask him a
wife to win.
question
You
about a
striking
battle last
everything.
night.
I asked, was he upset about the battle because you were the one that scheduled it, then you dictated who won.
Thank
He
you.
was no.
Just
That's
like
why I
last
asked the
night.
question. Your Honor, am I allowed to answer your question?
I dare you go back and forth with me in my courtroom.
Right,
You want your wife to win.
question,
It's
Your Honor.
obvious. You want your wife to
You
win.
mentioned a battle yesterday that had nothing to do with the case.
Your Honor, the
You
question was,
participating in all
Your
your
Honor, if I
scheduled
could.
battles.
One more chance, your case will be thrown out and you will be. We're not going to keep doing this in my courtroom. Now, I get there's a lot of pressure behind this court case. I get your back is against the wall. But what we will not do is disrespect me and my own courtroom.
Your Honor, if I may, can I ask the attorney Travel Bae a question? I want to ask you, ma'am.
Are you guys doing a sidebar?
No, not a sidebar. Just I want this on the record. If the court will allow it.
Say yes or no.
I'll allow
I said if the court will allow it.
I'll allow it.
Travel Bae, you are known for your rose auctions. Is this correct?
Absolutely.
Have
Am
you
I a
ever-
witness now? I just want to confirm.
No, I'm just asking. Have you ever
You
shot
can choose
for
to
some-
answer it or not. Travel.
She said, of course, in the comments, so it's already on the record. She said, of course. She already
I would
agreed.
think, of course, she's going to allow you to ask the questions out of turn.
No, you were saying, well, it's unclear. I'm thinking that you're saying, and you already answered the first question. So second question, have you ever shot for anybody in your rose auction?
I've never shot for someone in my rose auction to dictate the winner. I've had people
No,
in
yes
my rose
or
auction.
no, have you ever shot
Excuse
for
me,
someone in
am I
your
allowed
event?
to answer the question or no?
It's either yes or no.
Your Honor, I'm not doing this.
So you have shot for someone in your own event, yet you're trying to sue
So this is
someone
okay, what's
for
happening
doing
right now,
the
Your Honor?
same,
This is
even
okay.
though it wasn't her event.
Order in the court. Travel and Medusa, do y'all have any proof that you want to use in court today for the jurors to see?
I have proof.
You also have an attorney.
Go ahead and submit your proof, Medusa.
Okay, I just wanted to show the proof. I believe I submitted this to my attorney, lawyer, whatever you call it, that Eddie does have the M in his name. Eddie does have the M in his name.
And what date was that from, please? February what?
This was March the 3rd, 2023. Eddie has the M in his name. March the 3rd, 2023. And then I want to show another proof. 1 second.
Another proof.
Not too much, Wendy's, okay? Look, okay, let me dim my lights. Dim my lights. This is Eddie. What does it say? I am your newest model. Your newest model.
What's the date on this?
It's January, if I'm not mistaken.
This is February 14th, 2022.
Absolutely.
I am your newest model, Eddie. So regardless of if you like him or not, Eddie has always showed support for the models. So he has like 5 models on his board shooting for him, including C Diamonds. We're not going to take it there. No further questions or answers, Your Honor.
May I submit some evidence?
So is there any other, that was it? That was all of your proof for the court today?
Yeah, that's all.
Travel.
Oh, I do want to submit that Etsy is also a support of Eddie's. She was his boss of the week right here.
Thank you.
If you don't mind me showing that.
Can you zoom in on that wig? Is that the same one she got on now?
You
Is that
the
the same
gold round of Eddie's stream, ma'am.
It's given she don't even buy new wigs. She just recycled them.
Wait, that's Eddie?
It's yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It's given you just recycled.
What date was that?
How is that relevant to the case?
We're just showing the support that he has. We're just showing that.
How is that? proof?
You're
relevant to the
asking, we
case?
have other things. I was showing what else we had, Your Honor. That's all.
Okay. Are you submitting that as your proof?
I'm just simply showing that the attorney is questionable because she was his gold crown of the week. That's it. That's all.
Oh, one more thing I would like to mention, Your Honor.
Is it proof? Is it proof?
Your Honor, I've been in college for 14 years. I have nothing but proof.
Show me your proof.
Okay. I just want to mention, there were. I'm getting
We're
to
not
the proof.
mentioning anything right now. You have a lawyer for a reason. It's either you're showing me, you're handing me over some proof, or that's it.
Let me show you what I have. 1 second. This is proof that people were kicked from Eddie's room before the battle, so that way he didn't have any supporters. Give me 1 second.
Please note the screen where he's been blocked for over a month. Blocked over a month ago.
We're gonna move on. Donna and MC, do you have proof that you would like to present to the court?
I would like to, Your Honor. I would like to first start off with this screenshot that I took 45 seconds ago of Medusa's roots. Yet somehow he was late to court twice because he was getting a retwist. Men lie, women lie, edges don't. So I would like to just state that he's already shown that he's not a thank you for pulling the hair back and showing us. So obviously he's shown that he can't be trusted because he's lying and already late to court without a good excuse because you obviously weren't getting your hair done. So that's the first indicator for me. The second indicator. On what grounds?
Because she's badgered my client.
Overruled. She is not badgering the client.
For my next act of evidence, I would like to show a poll which says who will win, and you have 135 people voting for Eddie and 36 people voted for Moody. Let me zoom in. Who will win? Moody got 36 votes. Eddie got 135 votes. I didn't even know that there weren't that many people on the app. I would also like to state, as a personal witness, I did a poll in my stream, and the poll mimicked the same sentiments that.
Is there proof of this, or is it speculation?
The proof is that I'm the streamer and that I saw with my own eyes.
Is there proof of what she's saying?
I need the proof. I only want us to stick to the proof, the exhibit A, B, C, D.
You know what? Let me hit up streamers.
Is there any other proof that you have that
Please
you would like the
yes,
jurors
yes,
to see?
Yes, I
Jurors,
do.
please take the box. Well, yeah, you left the box.
I don't know why.
So you got to get back in the box.
I didn't know I left the box.
This is a little embarrassing. I would also like to point out that she is being accused of sniping this battle. And as I showed in when Mej was in the box, the numbers that were put up, it was not a snipe, Your Honor. There's 3, 2, and the numbers are still there, and there's no movement for seconds before the battle is finished. So it was not a snipe.
So are you saying that was done at 4 seconds is not considered a snipe?
Yes, there was still time on the clock for them to snipe, and they chose
Your Honor,
not
if
to.
I could, Your Honor, if I could. It's not as much as it wasn't a snipe as much as it was she was not in fact shooting for the underdog as she stated. Yeah.
And I would also like to state with another photo, because I don't know why I'm getting cut off while I'm showing my evidence, which is crazy to me. But I would also like to state with another photo, nobody wants to hear you speak. And this is a photo of a role model of Judge Your Honorable Fresh. And the only admin that I see in the bio is admin for acting out. Now, as a streamer who has, my admins, my HR, they will post your events on your behalf, but that does not mean that they are their events. So Sincere might post something on behalf of EMD, but it does not mean that it is Sincere's event. It means that they are doing what administrators do and making sure that the word is put out. It does not mean that it is her event. And I think it is disrespectful to assume that because she lays with Donna, that Donna is one with Roll, and that they do not have their own identities and are not allowed to do what they want with their own money. I would also like to say that Medusa,
is that proof? I need proof only. Stick to the proof.
Wait, proof of what?
This is not closing arguments. Donna, do you have proof?
Can you mute Donna? Because there's an echo.
I would like to present.
I'm gonna
items.
mute myself.
I would like to present.
I showed the video. I showed the video of the battle, and I showed. I would love to see them done. I'm sorry. I showed the video, and I would also like to say that Medusa, it sounds like you are mad because it was not enough.
Do you have proof that you would like to present to the jurors?
Well, I would like to state, putting an emoji in your name doesn't necessarily make you a model. And I would like to show that this is my lurker account. At 2:32, there is no M in my name. And within seconds, I'm able to put an M in my name. Anyone in the audience can do this. Does that necessarily make them a model?
Your Honor, can I ask, am I allowed to say anything or no?
Are you on the witness stand or your client? But you can answer for him. Proceed.
Order, Donna. You can proceed with your question, Travel Bae.
She makes mention that anyone can put the M in their name, and we agree with that. We've heard you in your stream tell people they want to be a model to simply do exactly what Donna did on her lurker account 2 seconds ago, put the M in their name. Are you saying that the people who support you on a daily basis in your stream that think they're models or not, are you letting the people know that you really don't consider them family?
Are you asking me that question?
I'm just asking, just hypothetically.
Are you asking me that question?
Hypothetically, I'm asking Donna. She said it was so simple as 2 seconds.
Are you asking Donna that question, or are you directing your question?
I'm asking Donna. If that's the case, hypothetically, are we to assume that everyone that's sitting in the stream supporting Roll with M's in their name because she simply said in her stream, put the M in your name, your family? Are they in fact not family?
Whom did she say that to?
You can't hear it.
You have to be an honorary model. You have to have a certificate proving that you're a
No,
model.
I've been in role model stream before, Donna, and people have asked, how do I become a model? And she says, put the M in your name, the way you just did your lurker account. So my question to you is, are we to assume that the people who do that to show their support for role model and the model family are in fact not models?
Do you have proof that Eddie requested to put the M in his name?
You're not answering the question. That's fine. She's not. I'm good. She's not going to answer questions. It's okay.
And that is not true.
Can I proceed?
I need you to proceed with proof only. Do you have a picture or an item of some sort that shows proof? A video, perhaps.
Okay. There were some statements made earlier in the case that I may have probably been upset with Eddie prior to the battle. I wanted to show proof that Eddie and I had a conversation via my DMs where he reached out to me. We had cordial conversations. He even reached out to me requesting to be in a battle. He also hit me up and said, Donna, we've had conversations prior to the battle. There was no animosity. There was no beef. So to state that I went into the battle holding grudges against Eddie was incorrect. He apologized to me and I forgave him.
I also have another piece of evidence, Your Honor.
All right. We're getting off track here.
Well,
the only thing that should be happening right now, no. We are going to move to closing arguments.
I have one piece of evidence I would like to show, please.
Your Honor,
just one piece.
You said no.
Only thing that is supposed to be shown during this time is evidence.
And she submits it anyway. She submits it anyway.
Evidence that supports the case.
Objection.
This
You
was
told her no, and she's
created.
still doing it.
This was created by Eddie.
Order in the court. What is wrong with you guys? I'm about to throw this whole case out. Donna, you said I'm asking for evidence. I'm not allowing. You're doing a lot of talking. Talking is not showing evidence.
Can I please submit my evidence, Your Honor?
I'm muting you because you keep talking. You have to show your evidence, DonnaCooks.
So allow me to.
I'm waiting. We're waiting.
Okay. So one of the things that they stated was, I am a part of State with Your Chest. No, the only thing I'm advertised on is exclusive interviews. I'm listed in Role Models Fresh bio as one of her admins. So as an admin, which the other admins in the comments, which is Class Swim and Kim Kai, when they complete the flyer for acting out, they also post those flyers to their personal IG. It's the same thing I do for Role Model Fresh as her admin. If you want to click on her name and read down, you will see that I'm listed as one of her admins. So as an admin, it's my duty to also post flyers to my account. Does that exempt me from a battle because I posted the battle flyer? In the beginning of the verse, everyone kept asking,
Donna,
what?
Donna, we understand what you're saying, but right now we're asking for solid proof. Show proof. Can you produce proof?
Donna, if I may.
Admin for versus what you're not an admin for. Can you show us the flyer?
Yes. Okay.
Show me the flyer for Say It With Your Chest. Show me the flyer for whatever you are a co-host to.
Okay. So
how much time does she get?
Interview. My picture is on there.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is exclusive interview. You're saying thank you as if I'm showing proof that I'm an admin for Say It With Your Chest. So this is exclusive interviews
what is this
only.
that you're presenting to the court?
This is the
Travel.
only,
There is no time limit for showing the proof.
Clearly.
This is the only event I co-host with Role Model Fresh. Exclusive interviews. That's it.
Can you produce a flyer for Say It With Your Chest? Is your picture on Say It With Your Chest?
No.
Can you produce the flyer, ma'am?
Here's the flyer
with the name.
and Eddie, and Role Model Fresh is in the middle. My picture is nowhere on that flyer.
Who came up with the name of Say It With Your Chest?
Role Model Fresh.
That's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant.
And that's irrelevant. I came up with the name of Say It With Your Chest.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go into closing argument.
Your Honor, I've been trying to show this piece of evidence for the past 10 minutes.
And you've been told no 4 times.
I need all of this. I don't need I only need an explanation after you produce the evidence.
The first piece of evidence I'm trying to show, if you could mute Donna because there's a lag and it's fucking me up. I mean, messing me up. Excuse my French. I said, excuse my French.
Please watch the language, FC. No more warnings.
So we are alleging that Eddie is a model, but I have screenshots of Eddie calling Role Model Fresh a clown and putting graffiti on her face.
When is that dated?
I have to go through his Instagram, but it says this is from his Instagram. Okay, so let's not make it seem, and this is from months ago.
That was probably before he was a model.
Exactly.
You know what? I'll give you the exact date. I'll give you the exact date.
Look at mine's. My proof. I am a role model family member. This is from Eddie himself. I am a model.
This actually was from February 20th.
Please stand by for closing arguments.
February 20th.
February
April 26th,
14th.
April 26th, he's a model.
Thank
it shows
you.
right here. April 26th, he has the M in his name, he's a model.
February 14th.
May the 9th, he's a model. He has a show, March the 3rd, model. This was prior to you guys becoming family.
This was April 28th.
Before things were good. This is when things
April 28th. April 28th.
Objection.
May the 9th. Eddie is a model. And I just wanted to mention too, Your Honor, not all the models have certificates.
The evidence is admissible.
Backstabber of the year, but you're a model. Is this a joke? He was
Okay,
hurt.
thank you very much.
And you
We
know
are
he
going to
has
go into
anxiety.
closing arguments. We're going to start off with Travel Bae. Travel Bae for the plaintiff, Medusa. Closing arguments, please.
Your Honor, today has been a very upsetting case. I've been holding back tears the entire time. It really I feel as if Medusa didn't stand a chance before we even got in the courtroom. And I hate that, but that's neither here nor there. My client has shown that things were done incorrectly. Donna cheated. Donna stated that she was shooting for the underdog and she did not. Any person, even if you are not familiar with sports, we all know how it works. If you're going into a tournament, if you're going into a battle, the underdog is a person that no one expects to lose, the person with the worst record. The person who has the least amount of diamonds is the underdog. Donna stated that her and Eddie made up. And model Eddie has been an upstanding model since day one. Yes, there were issues in the beginning where he felt like you were a backstabber. And I'm not here to say if you were or were not. I'm not sure. All I'm saying is, once he decided to be a proud member of the model family and represent you, and you allowed him in here Thursday after Thursday after Thursday in the box of saying with your chest thriving, no one would be able to do that unless they were a model. And if I'm not mistaken, he was kicked before you were so upset and distraught that you took people's badges, Your Honor. He was a model, an underdog model. And if Donna, your wife, the love of your life, is to sit here and say she's going to shoot for the underdog, Your Honor, she did not. She's a liar. She did not shoot for the underdog. She cheated, and she shot for Moody. I don't care if there were 10 seconds left. She cheated. I'm shooting for the underdog, and she did not. Eddie, the model Eddie, upstanding, handsome Eddie, a model, was shot against. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. And it's not okay. She cheated. She did not shoot for the underdog. Eddie was the underdog. Moody got in here popping his collar, talking about, yeah, I got the diamonds. I got the gifting level. I got the #1 on the app. You were not the underdog. You were expected to win. And the post showed it. And I stand behind my client, and I agree that he was cheated. Eddie was cheated, and I feel like the entire case is obscene. You're Donna, I love you, but you cheated. You did not shoot for the underdog. Eddie was the underdog. And I said what I said.
My turn.
Are we done? You have no turn,
finished.
sir.
I'm finished.
You have a lawyer.
I'm looking for my mic to drop it, but I don't have it.
I'm glad that little Tubi episode was over because the dramatics were just a joke at best. It was giving Tyler Perry movie. Let's start off with the underdog sentiments. Underdog is subjective, and it's not always based on diamonds. It's also based on presence and smoke. Smoke plays a big role in whether or not you are the underdog. And the fact that Eddie had more diamonds and he was a higher gifting level and everyone was against him made Moody, because Moody had more diamonds and gifted more. And even though he had more diamonds and supported more people and everyone was against him, that made him the underdog. Multiple polls were posted that showed and indicated that everyone was going to be shooting for Eddie. Hence why the score was what it was, because Moody was the underdog. You cannot use diamonds as a point of reasoning why you think that someone is going to do better than another one. And we're going to cite my example when I said that if I had a scheduled battle, or if anybody in here had a scheduled battle with Dizzy, we would be the underdog. Why? Because even though he has less diamonds, he is a larger supporter and he will be bringing more smoke if there was a scheduled battle. And no one can say any differently. Nobody can sit here and say that if they had a scheduled battle against Dizzy, that they wouldn't be scared that they were going to lose, because even though they have more diamonds, they don't have as much smoke. And that is where the underdog statement comes, and it stays true. Donna never stated that she was going to be shooting for any specific person. Because if we're running with the argument that Eddie is a model, then her sentiments remain the same, that she was shooting for the underdog. And the underdog was the person that was losing, which was Moody. If we're running with this whole Eddie is a model sentiment. Also, let's not act like role model has not taken multiple people's reds for kicking anybody in the box that is not a model, not just Eddie. Unless you pay your way, she's going to take your red. And that happened with other people outside of Eddie on Say It With Your Chest. Also, like I said, every Thursday, if she goes live and role model is not in the screen for Say It With Your Chest, then this show would not go on. Why? Because everyone is used to seeing role model fresh and Say It With Your Chest. Yesterday was Thursday, and Say It With Your Chest started and finished, and we did not see DonnaCooks once. Why? Because it is not her show. But the show that she is a part of, which is the interviews on Wednesday, we hear and we speak to Donna when she asks questions during the interviews. Why? Because she is a partner in the show with Role Model Fresh. Say It With Your Chest is not Donna's show. It is Role Model show. Also, I would like to push the fact that just because you are in a relationship with someone, it does not mean that your partner is not allowed to shoot in a battle. Role Model Fresh's money is Role Model Fresh's money. DonnaCooks' money is DonnaCooks' money. She cannot be told what to do. She is not a dog. She is not wearing a leash. She is not her puppet. Whatever DonnaCooks wants to do with her money, she is allowed to do with her money. Just like you, Medusa, shot for Eddie against another model, which is Moody. But no one is chastising you. You shot against a model and no one took you to court. Yet you're trying to take Donna to court. Also, let's talk about the fact that this is not Medusa's battle. Medusa is not the one that battled Moody. Eddie is. Medusa is not a proper plaintiff. This case should have been dismissed from the beginning. Like I said, if this is what we're doing, that means that anybody that shot for Eddie has grounds to sue Donna because it wasn't enough. If Donna sniped, or because she didn't snipe, but if Donna undersniped and Moody lost that battle, we wouldn't be here right now. We're only here because Medusa shot and it wasn't enough. In the words of R&B, do math better. Now, with that being said, you cannot be upset and you cannot sue my client for doing the same thing that you did, which is shot for a model. She is not Role Model Fresh. Just because she is married to her does not mean that she does not have the ability to make her own opinions and have her own thoughts. And as PDA stated, shot for the underdog.
Time. Jurors, you have heard both sides and closing arguments. I ask that you guys go into deliberation.
When he said Eddie is
DonnaCooks! DonnaCooks!
Eddie's 32K on your board.
Donna! You are out of order, DonnaCooks. One more outburst from you.
I apologize.
She's very flustered, Your Honor. I apologize. This is very traumatizing, very emotionally pulling for us.
This has been an exhausting case. We will now go into deliberation. Jurors, please make your decision onto who's guilty and who's not guilty. Bailiff, please take the box and make sure the room is running fine, as well as my court clerk. I would also like to bring the news reporter in. My news reporter is here. My news reporter will be asking the audience questions. You guys can either take the box and answer the questions, y'all. Okay. Dimples, take it away. Why there will be 5 to 10 minutes, briefly 5 to 10 minutes. There will be deliberating to decide who is guilty and who is not guilty. I have nothing to do with the verdict of this case.
Oh my goodness, everyone, happy Friday to you. This has been a phenomenal, historic moment. You talking about the first time historically we have say it with your chest, say it with justice. Hello, say it with justice courtroom hearing today with your honorable top badge role model fresh. It has been exciting. This has been quote unquote model Eddie against model Moody, okay? So right now we're here just to table a couple questions. Yes, thank you so much. Y'all, we have had everything, let me say a synopsis. We have had everything from loose booty calls to gummy calls to wardrobe changes. Oh my gosh, we've got DonnaCooks who came in fabulous, allegedly with Satan at one time, but looked like an angel. Hello? We also had, yes, we were all here. Yes, we had wardrobe changes. You understand? We had glasses changes. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I saw 3 glass changes between Top Badge FC and Top Badge Travel Bae. Okay, it was wild, okay? Not only that, yo, who are we? What are we doing in this franchise? We have a couple questions. One of my first questions is there a way in which we can find out who's really a part of the Say It With Your Chest franchise? Is it fair? Is it fair to conglomerate, and I said conglomerate, DonnaCooks along with role model fresh in terms of who is a part of Say It With Your Chest or not? Is that all right? Can we do that? Is that a word? Yes, it's a word. My name is Top Badge Dimples. I'm here reporting back on a phenomenal case. Oh my gosh, not only we had that, Donna win, yo, we had witness expert
Y'all can box up.
We had Mej, who allegedly came to be reporting to us about the God snipe. Hello. Was it a God snipe? Was it not? Not only did we have testimony from Mej to say, hey, well, what happened here? We also had testimony from if she would have showed one more piece of evidence that says she was a clinical somebody, I would have been like, girl, that could have been fraudulent too. But guess what? She proved allegedly that she was certificate. It was like toilet paper. It was just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. It was wild, right? So, but we had two individuals who clearly have anxiety, right? Did they not say it? We had Moody. God bless his soul. God bless Eddie. Yo, Moody, allegedly loose booty, right? Was he had a loose booty when he was upset and he thought he was on to lose? Was he like nervous? Was he playing that music because he needed to move around? Who knows? Is he on his medication? And oh my gosh, listen, I don't mess with Eddie no more, but guess what? He has a right to be here because this battle includes him. Did his lip get bigger when he thought he was losing? Did it get bigger? Did it look like he licked it a couple more times? Because you know Eddie seemed like he be having that bottom lip that gets extra juicy and wet. And it's like, wow, is that what you get a check for? I don't know. Okay, I have no idea. But check this out. Who is, oh my God, not to mention, who is the real model? Who is the real model? Can you get, who is the real model? Who has the real certificate? Was it Joe Best that came up? Would we allow her testimony as not being witness? Let's ask this. Are we allowing Joe Best's testimony as a non-witness or as an authenticator to say that this was a certificate or not? Are we allowing that? That is the question. What is your question? Hello, Hard Candy. My question was, what about the allegation that Say It With Your Chest franchise, that DonnaCooks was a part of it? Do you think that we can actually say that DonnaCooks was a part of the Say It With Your Chest franchise? Franchise.
I would like to let it be known that I do think Donna is amazing, and my views is not, does not affect how I feel about her.
Yes, go ahead. Thank you so much.
But she was wrong. And I feel slighted by Judge Role Model. I feel slighted. But I'm going to move on.
Yes, we're moving on through it. Right now, the jury's in deliberation. The question is, my question was, and we'll be getting ready for the next question, is it okay to put both of them together, that they were both a part of the same franchise? Say it with your chest.
Let's speak about spouses, right? In the court. When a spouse get involved in anything, right? It doesn't apply to the case, right? It's the same thing here. Donna and Ro made this show. Even though she's not a part of the show, most of the nights she is in the background. She's admin for the show. She somewhat controls the direction of the show.
So with all that being said, would you say that she is allowed to be that she would be considered a franchise? My question to you, Ms. Hard Candy,
Yes,
is
she's part of the franchise.
She is part of a franchise. So if I'm getting this corrected, since she is part of the franchise, then it would not have been a fair thing, allegedly. It would not have been fair for her to shoot. Is that what you're saying? Does anyone,
Yes.
I mean, that was my question. You understand?
But that's how battles work, though, right?
Okay, well, guess what?
Is the admins allowed to shoot in the battles?
Listen, my role here is to report, to give synopsis, and to ask a question amongst the peoples of what is their view? What is their view of someone being a part of a franchise or not? Well, let's talk about another question. When we talk about underdogs, yo, we talking about underdogs. Oh my gosh, who was really the underdog here? Is it fair? Yo, we've heard testimony in terms of Moody being the underdog, but then also with Eddie being underdog. Guess what? Underdog, God bless their souls. Yes, the judges are. Yes, the underdog was Moody. So some people say the underdog was Moody, and some people say the underdog was Eddie. We had heard testimony in terms of Moody having more diamonds, Eddie having less diamonds. We heard testimony that people didn't like Moody, so that way he was going to be the underdog because people were going to shoot against him. Wow. So what is the jury, the underdog with Eddie? So guess what? We got Eddie on the underdog. We got Moody on the underdog. Who is going to be the real underdog? And indeed, not only that, was it premeditated? So the jury has they have a big conundrum, okay? Conundrum is a big problem. We don't want no problem. We don't want no problem. The jury has a big conundrum to figure out who is the dog on. They have a big decision to say, was it an underdog? Was DonnaCooks a premeditated? Was it premeditated? Not only was it premeditated, but was it stipulated through underrated the fact that she maneuvered a conversation with him before the battles? Were they I said maneuvered. Were they on the same page? Was she upset? Or had he been forgiven? You all, this is a historic case. My name is Top Badge Dimples. I thank you so much for allowing me to report this to you. Listen, God bless everyone that was here. Like God bless the first historic hearing of Say It with Justice with Honorable Role Model Fresh. Speaking live from here, Top Badge Dimples. Bye-bye. Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Court clerk, when you're done, let's have you take the box. When all is done, please message me. They still have a little bit of time left. If you guys have questions or y'all want to make statements, y'all can take the box. Tell me how you feel about the court case. Tell me how you feel about the court case or what's going on here.
Donna, I'm gonna make this quick, but
you cannot.
I just
Hello?
Am I on?
Tell me how you feel about the case so far.
Listen, this case made me want to throw up my wig. Like, I would throw it if I could, but I don't have it on, so this is awkward. I woke up out my sleep for this case, and I just want to point out that Eddie has went bald because of this case. This man is over here looking like Humble Jr. It is a hot mess. This man is stressed the fuck out. He is out here looking like a whole other man because of this case. Y'all need to leave that poor black man alone. I thought Black Lives Matter. Y'all need to do better. If I had my wig, I would throw it to the wall, but I don't have it on because I'm supposed to be asleep because I got to work tonight. But I just want to say justice for Eddie. That man ain't got no hair. He looks stressed out. I'm talking about he out here looking like a whole cancer patient. This is absurd. I just want to let the court know. That's all I got to say. I said it with my chest. All right. Good night. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
that I don't give a freak who wins this battle because this didn't make any sense. Yes, we had our hopes up high, but everybody knows for sure that all of y'all are guilty. All of y'all are guilty in this building. All of this nonsense, calling up on Jesus. We are sick and tired of y'all nonsense. All of y'all are guilty up in this building, including the judge that kept on saying sustained and overruled and underruled and by the rules. I'm so sick of everybody up in here. I am done with this. By the way, Moody and Eddie glasses got bigger because of this goddamn case. I can see no justice through everything, through them lenses, through the thickness, through the thinness, all of it. Wait a minute, Donna, not too much. You ain't even spelling my name right around this bitch. Let me get up out here. So sick of this, man. Them glasses are big, though. Them glasses is real big. Make no sense.
How do you feel about the case?
Kind of sounds like it's not really like involved with you, and from the whole get-go it sounded like both people were models, and like I don't know, I get like it would be fair if like both sides were gifted and such, you know what I mean, but it is what it is. It's not like you personally were just like, yo, Donna, go and snipe against this person. Like that did not happen, and through all the evidence that was shown, you can definitely see that like that's what happened for sure. It was not rigged. What?
Thank you, Common.
Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Let me just put my 2 cents in real quick. If y'all remember, before the battle was to happen, Role Model was debating and getting stuff back and forth about whether she was allowed to shoot or not. Once everybody said she wasn't allowed to shoot, then she convinced Donna in bed with the strap on to shoot for Moody.
You know what?
Travel Bae said ain't so. Say there ain't a snapshot, but you saying Moody was the underdog, Travel. They in the comments screaming that there's a snapshot with you in it saying Moody was the underdog. God damn it. I seen it and I came in here to say something about it. Hey, boy, say something to the comments, Travel. Shit. I said what I said. Shut up, Lugs.
I just want to know, how much is Travel Bae and Medusa charging for those fake model certificates? I mean, where can we get a hand on those forgeries they're producing? Thank you.
Good question.
Yeah, I'm just here to say that Donna not guilty and Travel Bae said Moody was the underdog. I just came in here to say that. Everybody fave Ebsy, by the way.
I need y'all to know that there was Epsy in that box. The way this court case has gone is freaking malarkey. It was bull and it was rigged and it was set up from the beginning. It was set up from the first gavel.
Oh, is that me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I feel like there was a lot of biases and prejudices in this case. That's all I want to say. Bye, y'all.
All right, yeah, I'm trying to close the box, y'all. I'm having a hard time. All right, there you go. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to business while we're here. It's my clerk.
Good afternoon, Judge. Again, the court has reconvened and we have a verdict, Your Honor. Will all jurors please take the stand?
All jurors, please take the stand. Okay, we're back on a record. Medusa versus DonnaCooks, docket 5632. Both parties are present with counsel. With my understanding, we have a verdict. Anything from the defendant, and let me get the defendant and the plaintiff and the box, please. I need both lawyers, defendant and plaintiff in the box. Jurors, please take the box.
And don't forget, it's number 6, roll. Number 1, I'm sorry, number 1, sorry.
Ma'am, once again, your client is not in the box.
And I do want to state that I did get a piece of evidence of
There, he can't be in the box. There's already 5 of us here.
No more evidence. No more evidence.
Mm. I mean, although it's not allowed, can we hear what it is?
No, we cannot. Okay. With my understanding, we have a verdict. But let me talk to the audience. Somebody out there is going to be unhappy with what the verdict is. But if there are people here, family and friends, which I know there is, we're gonna know in 10 minutes, or well, we're gonna know in a few minutes what the verdict is. But let's talk about your reaction. You may not be happy and might be surprised with whatever the verdict is. If there is anyone who's going to audibly react,
Your Honor,
then you need to. I am talking.
You see what she's doing?
What are you doing? Ma'am, what are you doing?
I was showing a picture of my hair, Your Honor. I apologize.
This is unacceptable. You guys as lawyers should be a better example. I don't know if you two think this is some kind of a game.
My apologies, Your Honor.
Heard that before.
You got your lock twisted.
You know what? This is unbelievable. If you guys in the audience think you're going to audibly react, then you need to go ahead and escort yourself out of the courtroom. You need to assume that the verdict is what you don't want to hear. I do not want this jury who has been patient and on time to feel any pressure from the people in the crowd. Not to mention, I have the power of contempt over you. That's not my goal, but I do not want you reacting. Do not slam any doors on the way out. Do not go into an outburst. Do not. Is everything okay, Travel? This is really outrageous. And I do need there need to be some kind of order in this courtroom. So I believe we have a verdict. Remember, the people on trial, Medusa and DonnaCooks. Whoever loses is to immediately do what is asked of you to do. Medusa, if Donna is found not guilty, you are to immediately put on those doodle-stained boxers with the ripped-up wife beater and prance around and spin around in a circle and say, what's the line? I'm going with the win, fabulous. Donna, if you are to lose, you are to immediately change your name to Eddie's bartender. And that is for a week.
My outfit is ready, Your Honor. Just in case. Sorry.
Do we have an understanding? As well as a public apology to Donna Medusa, okay? As well as he also requested of you to shoot for him in 10 battles, okay, with 5s against myself, Role Model Fresh. Do we have an understanding?
Carry on.
Do we have an understanding, Medusa?
Mute me.
Okay. please take the box. Would our foreman please take the box along with our jurors? I'm going to remove everyone out of here.
It's gonna be me and juror 1 first.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, foreman. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself, Your Honor?
I'm doing quite well. Do you have a verdict?
I do, Your Honor. Me, the foreman, and the rest of the other jurors on the counts on the battle of that Medusa, top badge Medusa, brought against DonnaCooks for allegedly cheating on the battle held on July 28th, 2023, between Moody versus Eddie. The jurors find Ms. DonnaCooks unanimously not guilty on the count that Medusa does not have the right to sue.
Okay, thank you. Texas.
Juror 1, what was your verdict?
Juror 1, what was your verdict? Not guilty?
Not guilty.
Juror 2,
Juror
what was your
2?
verdict?
Not guilty.
Juror 3, what was your verdict?
Guilty.
Juror 4, what was your verdict?
Not guilty.
Juror 5, what was your verdict?
Not guilty.
And juror 6.
Not guilty.
Your Honor, there you have it.
Thank you very much, jurors. I would like to thank you. I would definitely like to thank you guys for your time and your patience with this case. We knew it was not easy. Just to let you know, you guys, it's only up to you if you would like to do jury duty again, okay? But if you are summoned to do jury duty, you are not obligated to doing it. We want to thank you for staying up late and past time to and taking down the notes that you took down to see that this case got justice. Thank you very much. The box, please.
And they stay there. Cause all we do is win. And if you go in there, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Do the great
Let's go.
Imagine, never in my days have I ever seen an egregious case brought to Judge Role Model Fresh's court. I already knew justice was going to be served. I wasn't worried. Hello, loser babe.
Because all we do is win, win, no matter what.
This is my issue. Based on what the jury said said he lost because he didn't have a right to sue. So why are we here? If he didn't have the right to sue, why did the court take the case? I'm confused. Why?
Ma'am, the case is over. He paid the filing fee. He put in. You decided to take a case.
But you said there wasn't a case, so why would there have been a case?
He lost. Call your client to the box so that way he can pay his dues.
I had a great time.
We're waiting, Dusa.
I had a great time.
Let the loser back in the box so I can dance one more time, please.
Let the loser back in the box so you can dance one more time. Medusa, we're waiting.
I can't wait to see this first. Lawyer, by the way, you were phenomenal.
Thank you. I expect my slice of coochie as we agreed. Thank you. I had a great time.
You better get some chocolate or something and put it on there. We're waiting for you, Deuce Deuce.
He's getting his locks retwisted.
You're holding up the court.
I mean, once I saw Travel Bae's comment that Moody was the underdog, I knew that she was only lying to protect her client.
Right.
Eddie, how about you and your dentist get into it together? Since you want to make conspiracy theories. How about you and Chapstick and Burt's Bees get it together? My God. Thank you for the flame.